Hey team, good morning everyone. Please confirm if you're able to see my screen and hear my voice. Okay, great. Team will give another few more minutes and then we'll get started. Okay, so team, good morning, everyone. Welcome you all for the live commentary session. Just give me a minute. Okay. So people who are joining me for the first time, I'm Shivkumar Jayachandran. In today's session, we will be decoding the market using the OI pulse and other chart indicators which I use. As a disclaimer, please do not blindly follow any trades which I do. And at the same time, option market provide large potential rewards and large risk. Please understand the importance of in protecting your capital and then take trades accordingly. I will not be responsible for any of your profit or loss, which you're going to be doing it on your end. So with that said, let's deep dive into the market. What has happened in the last 1 week or so? So after the budget, our market has started to taken at least for a while. These guys were not sure whether to go down or go up. Then after the budget, they just went initially 1,000 points down from the level they started, and then they started to pick up the pace and moved higher. So if you'd have seen yesterday's low, the low was somewhere around 37,767. From there, almost a 2,000 point rally. Now, yesterday they closed close to 39,400. Yesterday's high, which was at 39,888. That means clearly in a 2,000 point rally has happened in the last couple of days on the Bank Nifty alone, which is clearly in giving the edge to the bulls. Whoever was looking for an opportunity, yes, they have been in moving it higher. Team, don't worry about my health. I know this cough is going to be there till the time I speak, but the good thing is, at least for the next few days, I will not be speaking, and I will be on proper rest. So doctor advised me to not to speak, but unfortunately today we have the session. After the session, for the next 4 days, my throat is going to be getting the much needed rest, which is what is required. Okay, so thanks for all your concerns. And now moving on here. So looking at the current scenario, so 39,437, and there was a freak trade which happened yesterday in the morning, wherein if you'd have seen the yesterday's morning candle, the opening bar was a pretty large one, right? So it opened at 39,888, and then it fell almost to a level of 38,873, so 1,000 point. From there, it started to pick up the pace, and it went higher, and it almost went into close 400 points away from that in high. So what can we expect? With HDFC, ICICI, Kotak, Axis, SBI, and IndusInd, everybody is in the top firing line yesterday, except ICICI. ICICI was in going towards the red and then in coming back into the green, and that was the only stock which was in pulling the bulls little bit up and down. But during intraday, yes, there were moments wherein they are they were showing as if they are going to be taking the market lower, but unfortunately they didn't do it because they couldn't even break the VWAP successfully. So every time they went to the VWAP, they were able to defend that level, and this was in a stop loss move for me. So anyone who would have been trailing using the VWAP as the stop loss, their stop losses would have got triggered. They did it very smartly. Why I say they did it very smartly? Look at the candle low here, 39,193, and in the next 3 minutes, it went to 39,378. So almost a 300-point rally within in a 3-minute time frame, which they did it just to take out the weekend stop losses. So those are the things which you will be expecting it. So they're not going to be giving you, though it is in a bullish move. Many of you would have felt you are not able to participate in the rally yesterday. The reason is many a times they triggered the weekend stop losses, including mine. They went and hit that, and then they moved it higher and higher and higher. So that's something which I want you to be looking at for today as well. So even for today's market, we might be getting to see some kind of an action happening similar to that. Only thing, what has happened overnight in the US market? If you have seen the US market yesterday, again, the Dow rallied. So Dow has been looking at the way the Dow is rallying, they were waiting for the Indian budget to be announced, and before and post budget, they have been doing the big rallies. And even yesterday, they went by almost 224 points or 0.63% up. S&P went by 1%. Nasdaq, which also rallied last night. But the things have been different now. What has happened overnight? So though the market has rallied and everything, post market hours, we got the results from Facebook or the Meta. So these guys have given weak guidance, and their revenue expectations were the profit margins and everything were coming down pretty bad. So with that, the Asian markets also not doing good. Which are the markets which are opening? So Nikkei is down by 1%. So looking at where the current indices futures are, Dow was almost fallen by 40-50 points. In the morning, it was down by more than 70-80 points. And moving on, Nasdaq, this is going to be the one index which is to be watched for. Why? Because it has fallen more than 2% purely because of Facebook's revenue guidance and what they are expecting in the coming quarter. So looking at all these things, where exactly our market is positioned, what these guys did yesterday, did the FIs buy or did the FIs sell? The FIs are been on a selling spree. But one good news is, at least in the last couple of days, the selling has reduced a lot. And now the DIA is buying also reduced a lot. It looks like the DIS will buy only when the FIs are selling hard, and they will stop buying once the FI is selling like in hard. This is like in a I don't know what kind of game is this actually. So these guys are just trying to prove that if the FI is selling, we will support the market. If FIs are not selling, we will not support the market. You guys do whatever you want. So even the chart looks the same, right? So whenever the FI selling volume is increasing, you see the buying coming in, and if their volume is decreasing, our volume is also decreasing. So this is the kind of day which we are going to be seeing it. And the only good news is, yes, with the selling coming in stopping now. So one thing which we can expect is you are not going to be expecting a major fall. Maybe a profit booking can come in today in case if they wanted to do it. But unless and until there is a major selling again coming back, it is going to be very difficult to pull the market lower pretty hard. Why it is going to be pretty hard? As of now, there is not much of an sell positions being created in both Nifty and the Bank Nifty. Yes, the ones which were created all were in getting covered. There is no fresh positions getting created. And at the same time, longs, they are also building positions, but they are not building up aggressively. With the kind of move which we are seeing now, I would love to see some more long build-up happening with big move happening due to the long build-up so that the momentum can continue. But unfortunately, it is due to the short covering and little bit of buying which is coming in. That's the reason the market has been rallying. So we needed to be little careful here. So I wouldn't be continuously trying to say that no, we needed to be extremely long. That's not going to be the case. You might be seeing some odd pause here, and then the market trying to pass for some time before they begin the next rally. And though the budget didn't excite too much into the things, but market said, okay, there is no major surprises, no major negative surprises as well. So let me just take it and then move on. Because before the in the budget itself, our market crashed from 18,000 levels to almost 17,000 levels. So that's the reason we had we went into with the very low expectations, and the expectations were okay, we didn't get any taxes on LTCG or anything, so let's rally. And coming back to the EOD data, you can clearly see on 38,500 to 39,500, that is the range which I'm looking for. On the call side, we are clearly seeing that there is a lot of short covering as have been happening yesterday. And the good news is it is closing it at the day's high. Okay, it didn't close with a lot of profit booking as well. On the other hand, we have been seeing massive short creations, 364 to 749 to 17 lakh, 1,000 rupees to 384 to 27. Something which was trading at 1,000 rupees couple of days back, it's trading at 27 rupees. So imagine the pain at which the buyer who would have been bought at 1,000, thinking that if he is going to be getting a big down move and so on. This is purely because of the high V which was available before the event. So if you would have been playing before the event with the high V, if you would have been carrying your positions, you would have been brutally butchered as a buyer. Guys, I hope others are able to hear. Please increase the volume on your end, guys, because I cannot be throwing out loud I like I do in the other weeks. Please, like, and increase the volume on your end. Just pardon with me for this week because I couldn't speak. If I speak, the like and the cough will be like and more, and that's a reason. Please. Okay. So moving on. Even looking at 38,800, 38,900, look at the way the shots have been building up. Like, and on the put side, that is a massive short buildup has been happening, and they are literally closing it at the day's low. And that is something which I will be very keen as we head into the expiry. Even on 39,000, this is going to be the round strike, which is very nearby. The next one is going to be on 39,500. We will look at that as well. Even here, the shorts have covered their position. A massive short buildup is happening here with a price drop of more than 85%. Unless and until they get something which is going to be like a totally negative for the banks, you're not going to be seeing 39,000 getting breached today. Okay, so why? Because the sellers have created massive position and they don't want to give it back. Okay, they don't want to give it back. That's something which they will be very clear about it. Moving on to 39,100, the same story. 39,200, we are seeing a long build up, which is a very good sign. Why I say it is a very good sign? When you're seeing a short covering in at the money and deep in the money, and if you're getting to see like a long build up happening in the money and sorry, at the money and OTM strikes, which is a very good one. So 39,500, though they have not built up any massive position, but the writers are slowly flocking in over there from 49,000 to almost 3,94,000. And even on this, even here, we get to see like a short covering happening even at 39,500, and almost they are closing it at the day's high, which is a very good sign. But in the morning, don't try to go for the OTM strikes. When I say OTM strikes, anything above like in 39,400 and above, don't try to go for it. Play above at 39,000. The reason is currently 39,000 will have a strong support considering the short covering. That means the shorts have completely exited the system. In case if there is going to be like in some amount of fall, which is going to be happening in the morning, I would try to use the 39K to be my entry. Okay, so this is going to be like in one opportunity. And considering the way the market has been rallying, and also the range is pretty large. Okay, when I say the range is large, last couple of days the market has been rallying with 1,000-point range. Today again you can expect like an at least like in a 400 to 500-point range. So don't try to think that like in every 10 rupees I will average my position, and soon you will be running out of funds and you will be seeing the market falling 200, 300 points and you will not have money to average your position. So as a buyer, you needed to think about how to protect your like in capital and at the same time deploy your capital when you needed to do it. Okay, please just give me a minute. I will try to mute everybody else. I hope you will not be hearing any other sounds at this juncture because I have muted everyone. I hope that's not okay. Great. So for the past 2 days, as I told you, there is a big moves happening. So any dip, and moreover, for Bank Nifty, you do not have any immediate resistance at this juncture, and probably we may get to see just extend this line. Okay. So we may get to see somewhere around like in 40,000 to 40,200. Those are the areas where in the past it was like in a trend line break and then the market broke down. So on the way up, we might get to see some kind of a resistance happening at that level. Okay, so 40,200 is going to be the next level wherein we will be able to see it. Okay, so this is for the Bank Nifty, but the only thing is on a daily RSI, the RSI is close to 67. Anything above 70, usually it is overbought. Last time when they went to like an almost at 70, they started to fall off. But this time I'm expecting Bank Nifty to little outperform compared to the Nifty. So watch out. They might be able to move it higher as well. So around like in 75, 80 also possible, considering they are on a on their own bull run. They're just like outperforming the Nifty. And coming back to Nifty, Nifty also has been on like in a roll in the last couple of days. And after the low of yesterday, it's like in 17,231, they're almost at 17,800 odd zone. So almost a 600-point rally from the lows of yesterday. Further, they are at the like in a 20-day moving average. If they are able to break that, the next stop is going to be on around 18,089 odd zones. So looking at the way the global markets are, except the IT stocks, the banks can outperform. Considering the VIX has been falling, this is a very good sign. On a bullish market, we wanted the VIX to be falling from almost 24, 25 odd zones. Now the VIX has come back into 18 odd zones. So it is coming back into a territory where the people will be comfortable trying to buy it as well. Now, this is on the Bank Nifty. So 39,000 will be a strong base for the bulls today. So if the bears needed to break it, they needed to break the 39K for them to make any kind of an impact. So watch out. In case on the way down, in case if they're coming down, the 39.49 would be the key level for you to track it in the morning. In case if they break this level, then probably yes, we may get to see further break happening. But at this juncture, every dip is a golden opportunity for me to buy at least once in the morning. Okay, so yesterday there were like a few open and nice strikes which was there on the put side as well. So guys, as I told you, once the Q1 and Q2 parameters is fulfilled, there is no point in looking at this. When I say Q1 and Q2 parameters, more than 50% increase in OI and 50% increase in price on the call side. And then the put side, the fall has been like a more than 50-60%. Then there is no point in looking at it. There was a moment yesterday it could have happened, but unfortunately the bears couldn't make use of it. They were not able to pull it below the VWAP. So they couldn't do it yesterday. So will there be an opportunity today to hit this? At this current juncture, I would give like almost like a 10% chance, not even that. Okay, so don't go by the open and high just blindly. You needed to look at the sentiment and everything, and the market has completely turned its head around and then moving it higher. So don't give too much of importance to it at this juncture. One thing which is interesting to me is on both the sides, though there are like in short buildup is happening here, I'm not seeing significant long buildup happening on the strikes, which I would love to see it. Say, for example, 39, 600, 700. There are like a few open and little bit of positions getting created, but not a massive one. That means in today's expiry, we can expect it to be like a little bit of a muted, considering 2 days of non-stop action happening. You would be seeing like premiums not moving much, and at the same time the premiums are also like going to be moving it very, very slow. Even you would have experienced the same thing yesterday, you could experience the same thing today as well. So today, if you're thinking about being aggressive, be very careful. Today, expect the market to be in a very, very range bound manner, and they will be able to do that. Yes, whatever the levels which I mentioned, everything is on the future levels, guys, because we look at only the future charts, not the spot chart at this current juncture. Okay, so with all this being said, looking at the data, it is looking bullish, especially for the Bank Nifty. Coming back to the Nifty, so even on the Nifty, 17,700, they have started to unwind a lot of positions on the call side, and at the same time they have taken a massive short buildup at 17,700. So your base for the day would be somewhere around 17,700 today. If they are breaking this, then these short sellers would be like running for cover. Till that happens, you can use every opportunity to buy it at the lower level. So what will happen at 17,750? There is a long buildup happening and then a short buildup happening, and that too with like a good volume buildup as well. So 17,750, again, it's going to be a tough one to crack it on the downside. Moving on to 17,800, this is going to be an area wherein you can expect some kind of an action in case if the global markets are not going to be supportive with the premiums at little higher. and 20-day moving average is also like in getting figured over there. 17,800 is going to be the level. So if you are an option buyer, try to play on 17,600 and 700 rather than 800 in the morning, considering the premium. The spot is trading at 17,791. If you are not going to be getting like in a massive gap up, if it is going to be like in a gap down or anything, the premium erosion can come in the morning itself. That will be a very good news. And one more thing, as we are heading into the session, looking at the premiums, both on the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. So the usual premium is somewhere around 160 to 200. And we are getting to see a similar kind of a premium, 200 rupee odd range. This is absolutely normal to me, but that might get adjusted as we open the market, and then the market like intends to make the adjustments during the opening minutes itself. And I would be glad if the premiums come down in the morning itself, so that we will be able to play it very, very smooth throughout the day. And on the Nifty, we are getting like close to 50 to 60 rupee premium on a on in the money and at the money. So watch out for this as well. Okay. So with all this, where did the markets open now? Let me just close it and open it for you. So don't go by the initial 1 or 2 minutes rate. You might be surprised that sometimes the market can open in the green as well. So as of now, it is showing you like an 100-point downtick on the Nifty and 200-point uptick on the Sensex. Sensex seems to be like a more reliable than the Nifty. So we will watch out till another few more minutes to see where they are going to be settling in. And looking at all the data and other things which is pointing out, at least one round of support can be coming in the morning based on the day positioning. Okay, so I wouldn't be clearly like an aggressive to take my put positions in the morning. So people who are expecting the gap which is there in the Nifty to be filled today is not necessary. They will all do that in an immediate manner. Okay, so whatever the gap, they could have easily done it yesterday. They didn't do it. The gap is 17,634 and this one is 17,680. So it is going to be a highly improbable one. That means like you needed like 150, 200 points to be taken down to fill that 150 points at least to take that down and then like move it back. So we are looking at buy on dips market in the morning. Okay, so we will keen to see like in which are the ones which is going to be taking the market lower for some reason. If IT is going to be the one which is going to be like in causing the wreck on the market, you will see the Bank Nifty getting the necessary support to support the Nifty. Okay, so doing all those things is going to be happening today. So as I told you, the open and high on put side is not going to be like a much of a probability, considering the way they have taken and closed the market and looking at the way the OI buildup has been happening. And I'm pretty sure these guys are not going to be in a hurry to take it lower. because after a while you saw all the banks have been rallying like in 2-3%. Maybe a person fall in terms of like in the profit booking and other things can happen, but I'm not expecting these guys to be like in going towards the open and highs of yesterday, at least at the current juncture. Yes, normally they take it out in a day or two, but like they need something concrete this time for them to do it. Unfortunately, I don't think the current scenario is going to be like in conducive for them to take that out. And looking at that, where the Dow futures are, it is not falling beyond like in 40-47, except the Nasdaq. The Dow is not even like in reacting at all. Okay, so the Dow, in case if it would have fallen like in 200 points, yes, then my sentiment would have also changed in the morning. But in the morning, in case if we are going to be getting like in a major dip, I would definitely love to see what they're going to be doing and then doing at least one round of and buying from the lower levels. So as of now, the Nifty is opening almost like 17,737 with the Sensex going by like an 80-85 points. So was there a 320 yesterday? Okay, it was on the call side for the next series. Got it. So even the trending OI data would have given you all the clues what you wanted it, right? So yesterday is the trending OI data. Clearly the call writers were aggressive to get an exit on the in the money and at the money strikes. And at the same time, they've been carrying a lot of positions over here. The Nifty also a similar scenario. Huge positions created on the put side. So these guys have already created it. And I would definitely like and try to see it. Guys, even if I'm having in a 320, considering whatever the stop loss level which we mentioned it, I would definitely like and try to hold using that. Yes, I would wait for some time, at least till 10 o'clock to determine whether the trend is reversed or not. Till 10 a.m., I'm expecting this market to be like in giving one round of an opportunity to get an exit. So my focus in the morning would be like in somewhere around 38,900 to 39,000 based on where the spot is going to be settling. We will see that and then we will take a call. So you can already see it almost literally coming into the flat territory. So just 12 points shy of whatever the 100 or 200 points which you guys saw initially, it didn't. So Bank Nifty, it is opening at 39,255. The yesterday's close was 39,330. So it has been falling almost like 80 points. So what we can expect, every dip in the morning, at least till like in 39,000, I'm expecting it to be like in giving me us one round of support. So 39,000 would be the level to be very keen to watch it today in the morning. Okay, I don't want these guys to be breaking the 39,000 with any kind of an volume. That is going to be the key important level to watch out for. Guys, don't try to go on aggressive positioning. Yes, going like in a minimal, like at every 50 to 100 rupees, that makes sense in the morning. So today, for some reasons, if you are getting to see a lot of open and high on the call side, watch out for that. That's going to be one interesting area to do it. And when I say open and high, I wanted to see it at in the money and at the money mostly. And I wanted to see it at least for several strikes together. So which are the banks which has been like in taking this fall out? We'll see it. Okay, looks like every bank is like in trying to make a fall. So everybody is like in fallen here. All the ones which has been like in taking the market higher, everybody has fallen. Okay, so Apollo, Zeal, and everybody has fallen a big here. And the Nifty Auto, Pharma, and Realty, these are the three guys who are in the. So Nifty IT and the Nifty Metal is falling pretty hard. Okay, not bad. One good news will be, considering the kind of fall which you have been seeing now, the premium erosion might be happening in the morning itself for us. That's going to be a good news for me. So let's see how soon they will be able to take the premiums lower and lower. Pretty quick one. Guys, I wouldn't be taking any put positions till the two candle theory playing out, or until and unless we see the big volume happening below this level of 39,250 heading towards 39,000. If it is going to be like in a minor pullback, and you might get to see some kind of an support coming in at the what to say, the W, like in VWAP levels of yesterday in the morning. And in case if they're breaking that as well with the volume on the downside, then probably yes, we needed to rethink about it. But till that happens, to me, it is a buy on dips market. And I would be extremely bearish once they break the 39K today. I'm not sure whether they will have the energy to do that, but because the bears would have been like brutally butchered for the last 2 days. Now, what they will be normally doing today is to trap the overnight players. Many overnight players would have taken a position thinking that it is going to be a gap up again, and then they wanted to like and make use of the gap up. Those are the guys who would have been trapped by this time. Their premiums would be melting, and how they are going to be handling that, that's what is going to be very key now. So the morning trade strategy, it is on the call side. So as per my view, the morning trade is also like and showing me all the signs. Shiva, though they are opening negative, I'm still hopeful that they may be able to give you like a one round of a move on the upside. Wow, that's not bad. So AI is also thinking what I'm talking about. But only thing is, I might disagree with the AI in terms of the strike selection. I may not go with like in 39, 200 or 300. Instead, I will go for a little safer bet at 38, 800, 900. Why? The primary reason is the premiums, 238 to 338. Imagine if the spot is going to be trading at 255, something which should be trading for 55 rupees. If I'm going to be buying it at like 200 to 300 range, I would not be liking to do it. Instead, I wanted to go for something which is safer for. Why I say it is a safer for me, because the writers have not created any much positions below the 39 and 38, 3900. So in case if these guys are going to be creating there, let them do it, because the premiums are going to be like an at least traded at the level at which it needed to be traded. Okay, 2 more minutes to go. So watch out for the level of 39 to 59 on the futures. They shouldn't be breaking this in the morning itself. If it is falling that level with volume, watch out for this. Prepare yourself for 500 to 600 point volatility in the morning. Okay, prepare yourself for that. One more minute to go. Okay, so they are just opening lower. Can they keep going lower? There are few open and high, which I see it on the call side. I think they are trying to take it out. It is moving lower and higher and so on, but it is not able to pick it up. I think they are giving an opportunity on the upside one more time. So the market from the lower level, it is clearly like I'm trying to shine it. So guys, whatever the low level it went, it is just like I'm moving it one above that level. Be careful now. I just wanted to see like one more round of a drop. Are they going to be doing that? There are some interesting price action as well as happened. So when I say interesting price action, look at that. I'm just waiting to see whether it is able to cross that 520 mark in a quick time. It is just hovering around that level between 500 to 520. In case if it is again going back to this level, then I would be like very keen to watch. Now, watch out for this open and high. All the price like can move pretty quick. There are like a few open and high, but these are all like an OTM strikes for me. I'm not going to be like bothered about this at this juncture. All the open and high which was there on the call side has been taken out. So if there is going to be like another round of a pullback, looks like it is more of like a premium erosion. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. This is getting very, very ugly now. Is there going to be a massive profit booking? So I have around like 675 quantities at an average at 486. The price is falling pretty fast now. Now, what I'm going to be worried about is whether they're going to be taking a support at this level. Okay, that is going to be the important level, which I'll be keen to watch for. Are they going to be doing that? So as I told you, prepare yourself for 200, 300 point move, right? So they are just going to be showing you right in the morning itself. That's exactly that they are trying to do it. So premiums on the OTM strikes are now crashing like crazy. So we are sitting on like a loss of more than like 40, 45. And I wanted to take a risk up to like 1 lakh on this one. This is now crazy moves. How long they are going to be doing that? Let's see. I'm just adding few positions here. I'm going to go for 2000 quantity. I've given somewhere around like 900 quantities because with the way the pro volatility is happening, I needed to be prepared for everything here, right? Can they be moving lower and lower, which we needed to be seeing now? Looking at the current scenario, they are moving it pretty bad again. This is really getting ugly, or like I'm moving it higher. I just wanted to see it, whether they are able to move it higher and higher. We'll see that. So every dip has been like an golden opportunity, and they are giving you that opportunity as well. One more time. Nope. Keep trailing as much as possible. Now it is not allowing me to modify. Interesting. So your day should be done by this time. How many of you have done your days by this time? How many of you done your 1% trade, guys? I hope all of you would have got your 1% trade done. Shall we pack our bags and then go? This is like in a quite a volatile one, right? So the data doesn't prove us wrong. Only thing is, we just needed to do it. So this is my other opening trade. Bought it around 457 to 400, exited at 487. Again, bought it around 330 to 350 range, exited at 398 to 400. So made another 1 lakh here. So overall, around like in 1.2, we are almost done with our day's target. From here, we needed to be conservative. So they might move here and there and do all those things. So let's not worry about anything else. Now they are going to be making a small move, eating out the premiums. So let's not be in a hurry to do anything stupid. Just watch out the fun. Looks like they just wanted to play around near to that morning VWAP level. Guys, what was the logic? The logic was pretty simple. As I decoded the data very clearly, I told you that they have clearly like and taken a like in a long position. There is not much of, so they will intraday, they will be like and making all these foolish moves to prove the people that no, we are going to be doing that and this. But some of you, if you're not going to be like patient enough to understand that, those are the people who will lose it big in this market. So at this current juncture, I would avoid any trades till we get the 2 candle theory. The morning trades, whatever we wanted it to be like in a bullish one dip, we clearly said it's a buy on dips market once at least, and it perfectly gave you that opportunity here. Okay, almost a 100 to 200 point move. Now, time for us to sit back, relax, see where they are trying to take it. And that move can be coming in after 10:30 also. One good thing is keep a close eye on the Dow. Okay, keep a close eye on the Dow. The Dow, in case if it is going to be falling, okay, big time, 100, 200 points, then probably yes, the sentiment on our markets too will change. Until then, do not even bother. Okay, so do not even bother. This is like a move which is going to be like an either side, you will be getting to see some wild moves, whipsaw moves and happening. Get ready to witness that, and then like and keep on trading. Someone who's holding the positions, keep trailing it, guys. If they're going to be breaking yesterday's high with the like in a volume, then probably yes, you might get to see another bit of a move which is going to be pretty fast. So Nifty Nifty for me, it is going to be like in a tough one. Why? Looking at the way the Infi, HDFC, and TCS are falling, it is going to be a tough one. So watch out for the Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty is the one which I'm expecting it to be giving me all the moves. Guys, the two candle theory works only after 10 o'clock. Please watch my videos and everything. I'm talking about this high of yesterday's like in second half high. I'm talking about wherein we can get some like in a nice push on the upside. But at this juncture, it looks like it is going to be a day wherein they just wanted to play around on both the sides now. Interesting day. Except HDFC and ICICI, almost all the banks are in red along with like an SBI. Okay. Guys, today is not an ideal market for you to hold your positions for too long. As a scalper, our intention is to be like in getting in and getting it out. And that's exactly your focus should be. No, I'm not going to be worried about this. I'm going to be worried about this now. Okay, the premiums have crashed big time. From 200, it has come down to almost like 100, 138. But still, I wanted it to go further down. Let's see how quickly they're able to take it lower, and then we will take a call. The trending oil data, these are initial data. I wouldn't be giving too much of importance, but I would be waiting to see what happens after 10, 10:30. So as of now, trending oil is saying, Shiva, be careful. We are getting into a negative moves. Okay, okay. Guys, I'll manage it till whatever the time I'm able to manage it. Then I will let you know in case if I'm not able to be like and speak well. Don't worry about that. Till that time, enjoy the session. So at least till the afternoon, we might get some opportunities. Let's make use of that and then make our money, get out of the trades, and then move on. And moreover, when you're not well, when you're sick, you needed to be really, really careful because your body and the mind will not be allowing you to be yourself. Okay, you needed to think so many things, and you will be on medication. The medication will like and drowse you sometimes. You need to be really, really careful. So don't stress yourself. I know that includes me as well. How many of you have done more than 1% in the morning itself now? One good trade. That's it, right? Great, great, great. There's 90% of us who just like makes money in the morning between 9:15 to 9:45, and then you guys are just done. Guys, morning trades is not going to be very easy for everyone. Looks like we got a signal somewhere. Okay, where is the signal coming in? And it is coming in on the put side. Guys, be careful because the quick scalp is suggesting that there can be a fall. Okay, be careful, be careful. So there is a possibility that some of these open and low on the call side can be taken out. There are like quite a few open and low on the put side as well. So they might be targeting one side first before they're moving on the other side. If they're targeting for the open and low on the call side, you might get to see the open and high getting hit. 39,100. What is the current level? 39,400. Okay, 39,100, which is way, way far off. 124. Interesting. We get it in the second half. That's something which we needed to be thinking about. Okay. So currently, the writers are enjoying the premiums on both the call and the put side. They stay light, complete light. When they are enjoying the premiums on both the call and the put side, that means they are clearly like and focused on writing as much as possible on both the sides. I would definitely don't want to give it what we have made it in the morning. Some of you would have already made some money. So time for you to relax yourself. In case if you're chasing, now looks like the buyers on the put side is making every effort to take this market lower. So looking at the current pace, are they going to be shooting for this 124? Probability is there, but the problem with this market is during the initial moves, don't just blindly go by this. I wanted the 39,250 to be broken on the downside for me to get some kind of a trend on the downside. And 39,000 will be like in a big barrier. And if they are able to break that, you can expect all hell to break loose. So now you would have understood the reasons of why I keep saying that don't hold your positions for too long, especially in the morning trades. Don't love your positions. Guys, track the Dow futures, DJI futures. No, the dashboard is working absolutely fine. You needed to remove your ad blocker in case if you're using your ad blocker, remove the ad blocker, you'll be able to get to see the data. Guys, the one we use it here, this one, the Dow Jones on the investing.com, you can clearly see it is 22 points down, but we have on our trading view, we got the live rate, so which we got it from a US provider. So it is like a live tick, which you are getting to see there. So in investing.com, there may be some delays, but here we get to see the live rates. So beyond this, there is not much of a fall, right? So they are just like in making sure the morning low at this junction. So here again, you got a quick scalp, immediate candle, get a quick entry, 40, 50 points. That's it, done for the day. You should be out. This is a quick scalp at 39,450 with the foot in and the stop loss at like 503, but it was a quick one. Good quick scalp as well, playing in deep in the money. But some of you are real quick. These are the guys who needed to be like in using that, not for everybody. Quick scalp is for just like in 1 to 3 minutes. I would, someone who's holding yesterday's trade, watch out for this low. Okay, this low of 17,725. If it is breaking with volume, then we have no other choice other than to exit it. I'm expecting this low to be protected. If it is not, forget it. Move on to the direction in which the market is playing today. Guys, open Yeah, open and high on that 124 is taken out to 135. I think the provider has to update this one. I don't know why the data coming from the provider is still showing 124. Anyway, that has been taken out to 135 or something. Yes. There is something over there. Okay, no problem. We'll check it out. We may get a small bit of support here and then a bigger support at 39,000. Watch out for these two levels. Okay, the fall is getting deeper now, with almost all the banks are getting into deep red. But if I were you, I'm not in a mood to chase it at this juncture. Only after 10 o'clock. They're building up the positions and slowly the volumes is picking up. Bit in a bullish move. Always remember, they have been taking a support at the lower level and then they have moved higher. So they will not be in a hurry to give it up so easily. If they're giving it up, that might be purely a profit booking. So we need to be very careful here, trying to take a position on the put side. You do not know when there is going to be a sudden candle similar to this, trapping you completely there and then moving 300 points on the uptick. That is going to be a possibility on a day like today. That's the reason, be careful on your put positions in case if you're buying it. Say, for example, if you're buying a put, if it is above your buy price, immediately trail it. Never leave an open positions today, guys. I'm telling you, today is not an ideal day to leave an open position. You may see a sudden reversal happening. Okay, so good news is the sellers are starting to pile up on 39,500, 39,400, and so on. The shorts have been coming into the system, but that shorts is also coming in on the put side as well. That means the only the short covering is happening here, not much of buying is emerging at this juncture. So I would love to see, once the more and more short buildup happening on the call side, some kind of a buying also emerging here. Then that will give me some confidence to go on the put side. And that can happen only after 10 o'clock, 10:30, once the trend is getting formed. The bigger money has to be coming in. They have to be pumping in the funds. They have to do all those things to take this lower and lower. So not bad for the trade which you would have taken it on the quick scalp. So Nifty is clearly broken that level, which I was mentioning it to you, and it has been happening with the volume as well. So if I were been holding it, I would rather not hold it. Think about coming back once the things are settling it down. So even in Nifty, you can clearly see the short buildup is slowly building up there. And we got a quick scalp here as well. Perfect trades. Both the quick scalp has given the profits what they needed it. Guys, watch out for 39,250. I don't want that level to be breaking in the morning. If they are able to break that, get ready for 39. Guys, for the morning trade, normally I deploy around like in 15 to 20% of my capital, nothing beyond that. Today for the trade, I deployed around like in 7% of my capital. And that too, when I'm really confident, I will go with that kind of a quantity. Because those are the opportunities wherein I can make my day done and then like can sit light. So this is my morning trade, right? I'll just show you this. How much capital we have deployed here? We have deployed first trade 2,86,000, and then the next trade we deployed around like in 7 lakhs. So overall, all put together itself, we have deployed only 11 lakhs total. But for whatever the 1 CR capital which I trade along with, we did the target in one login itself, so that I don't need it to even like in go and take a trade in any of the logins, right? So I don't need to even like in make only a small trades here and there, make money, get out. That's it. No more trades required. The most important thing is you need to be quick in your execution. Whatever the things which you wanted to do it, you need to be quick in your execution. This is what is going to be seeing today. One candle red, one candle green, one red, one green. This is not going to be a good for people who are trying to look for a trend play. So now you saw the move again, they are taking it back. So people who think that no, I can go buy a put by this time, they would be completely trapped with 40, 50 point up move. But the problem here is you do not know till which level they are going to be going. Say, for example, they are reversing it from 39,300. I'm expecting it to come to 39,250 to take a reversal. But unfortunately, they are taken it 50 points before. That's a reason it is going to be very, very tricky to go and take a trade. Now, again, like I'm telling you, overall texture of the market is bullish. That's the reason I don't want you to be like an extremely bearish on this market. Bank Nifty is the one which is going to be supporting, and look at the way the powerful bounce is happening. Almost 100-point bounce on all the like an option prices now. Wow. Don't tell me I didn't warn you on this. Did I not say that? But I'm not the operator. Guys, as long as the Bank Nifty is not giving up, I think it can give some kind of a support to the Nifty as well. Now, what would be happening? Now, the things would be wherein the buyers on the put side is going to be completely trapped. These guys know it. Oh no, man, we got stuck now. Should we hold our positions or should we not? Because buyers on the call side, they are making every effort to take this market once higher now. Are they going to be doing that to be successfully show that, yes, we are going to be taking it higher and higher? There is a possibility. Now it is going to be the time for the bulls to prove them. You wanted to see how we move the market now? We will show you that. That's exactly going to be the game plan for them. Are they going to be doing that now? Or will the bats be able to attack them again? Pull it lower. Yeah, it's trending OI data. It is too early to decide. I'm telling you, trending OI, we will look at it after 10:30. That's the reason I told you very clearly. If you read my morning message, I mentioned it very clearly. It's going to be a buy on dips in the opening, and then I will decide after the data coming in after 10:30. Okay, don't go by initial moves. These are all to trap the people on either side that they are doing it. I will definitely definitely try to go after 10:30 would be the real time for me to get some kind of an insight what they are planning to do. At this juncture, we can continue to like and see the moves is going to be like in one candle green, one candle red, and all those are going to be happening. Unless HDFC turns red, don't bother about the bank nifty. HDFC is going to be your savior today. Good news for you is the Dow is not like in falling. That's a only good news for the bulls who are thinking that whether I will be like in getting something out. Will this time, whether these guys will be able to take it pretty quick on the downside towards that zone. They just needed to break it with the volume. There's this market, as I told you, it is going to be on both the sides of the wicket. They are just going to be playing on something here, something there, and they're just going to be making your time literally spent like that. How long you're going to be doing that? That's something which we needed to see it. Can they break the low? Nifty is already down by 80 points. So imagine if I wanted to provide some support to the Nifty, then I have no other choice other than to use the Bank Nifty to give that support. So will they be able to use the Bank Nifty to provide that support? That's something which I want you to watch it out. Will there be an opportunity there on the Bank Nifty? So looking at the current scenario, this looks like more of like a profit booking, and they are just wanting to get some kind of an exits. Not bad. Will they be able to break that low? They just needed to break that low and then move it lower faster. Looks like someone is trying to hold that level. They don't want to be in a hurry to give it back. Right? So Nifty is clearly like in breaking down with two more signals. Will the Bank Nifty be able to prove it wrong to these guys? I'll just put a line here so that you all know where exactly to be looking for. If they are breaking this, you will get this. Like quick scalp is designed quick scalp is designed to give you like one candle below before. The reason is where exactly the action is happening, that's where we are going to be tracking it. So once a signal comes on this one, the next candle will be our entry, because it tracks certain information and then like considers that. So quick scalp of 5, 10, 15 points already would have been done here. So Bank Nifty is still not able to fall the way the Nifty is falling. So Nifty has almost fallen 190 points now, but the Bank Nifty is trying to hold and say, no, 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 you guys fall, do whatever you want. I'm not going to be falling in a hurry. The real pain will come only when the Bank Nifty also start to join this party. If these guys are not doing anything, you can expect some kind of support to be coming in at the lower levels. Guys, watch out for this line. I don't want this line to be broken in the morning. In case if they're breaking it, then yes, all hell will break loose over there. That's going to be your final destination. Your final countdown. Only thing is, it is all coming down with some kind of a volume, and moreover, the VWAP and the super trend, it is trying to converge together. Watch out that. Will the bulls be able to defend that level, or the bears are going to be taking it lower below that level pretty fast? That's the area wherein they just needed to break it with the volume, guys. Can they move it or not? So they are once again defending that level. Not bad. But will they be able to keep on holding it till that level? That's a question mark, right? A clear area wherein the bulls have to be defending it. We will wait and watch. So will they once again go towards the super trend and the VWAP? Is that going to be a possibility? Looks like it. Look at that. Look at that move. Every time they get towards the zone, they are just making a move on that. It's absolutely beautiful. Guys, I'm looking at yesterday's VWAP where they traded most actually, and moreover, this is the area wherein they just took that kind of support and then moved along. And yesterday, the move was happening from here. So that's the reason I'm expecting this level to be protected. At least the bulls will try to protect that level once. So you needed to be looking at always from the bulls perspective. So what they will be doing, how they will be moving it, whether they are going to be moving it from this level or from the next level, how they will do that. And now morning 2 rounds of selling has happened now. So now the bulls will be literally many retailers would not be liking to take any aggressive positions on the call side. This is where you will be seeing these guys like in making an aggressive move again on the upside when they know that 90% of the traders are not going to be like in coming it on the call side. They will try to take it higher. Let's see whether that's going to be a possibility now. Are they going to be doing it now or later? Day to trap. Yes, this is my morning trade. So 916 to 920. The other one is 916. All were like an opening trades, guys. This is the one. I'll just show you that. So this is my trades, 915 to 915.34. Got out in 10-15 seconds. Another one at 918 to 919, 920. That's it. Okay, so the bulls again, they are coming back with a vengeance. Are they going to be taking it all the highs and then like and keep on moving it? Looks like these guys are absolutely doing something to trap the people on either side now, right? Guys, it's not going to be an easy market, I'm telling you. Normally, I take like an trade in one system and then move on to another. Very rarely, I'll be taking in two systems together. Only when I'm super confident, I'll try to go for 2 or 3 systems at the same time. That means I'm going to be deploying more than 20 to 30% of my capital. Otherwise, it will be less than 15% of my capital on any single given trade. It is going to be like a tough one. The bears now, by this time, they would have been butchered. People who would have been taking the positions on the put side. Anyone taking a positions on the put side, still holding it? Why I'm always focused on Bank Nifty? You guys saw the reason. Like, and how many of you will be able to take like in a quick trade, get 30, 40, 50 points in the opening minutes itself, get your target done? You cannot get that kind of a move anywhere else. That's a reason. So many people will love Bank Nifty purely for the volatility. I love it for the volatility. Volatility is something which is going to be helping the traders for me to quickly, like and say, someone who wanted to get in and get out. You need that. Guys, whatever the range which has been mentioned in the morning trade, that is the range in case if the market opens within that range, we will trade. If it is not, we will not. What is Thursday as special? Everyone wants to know. Yes, Thursday is where the expiry happen and you will get to see the premium moves happen big. And other days, you will not be seeing that kind of a premium moves happening. So Thursday, you will be able to make quick money compared to the other days. And the trades is going to be little easy compared to the other days, because other days you will need to wait for like a 10, 20 rupees move. But Thursdays is the best one, right? You can make a quick trade, make money, get out of it, and then enjoy the day for the whole day. You don't get to see that happen very often. Always remember, people who are afraid to take the morning trades, if you are not ready for 50 to 100 like in point stop loss on the morning trade, never ever take the morning trade. When I was taking the morning trade, I was telling you very clearly, right? You guys saw the profits also like in going towards 30, 40, 50K also sometimes. I'm ready to risk my previous day profit. If you're not having that mindset to trade, if you're thinking about, no, so I should never lose in my morning trade, then don't even bother to get into the morning trade. I'm telling you, morning trades are not easy. It took me several years to get where I am. Okay. So don't think that no, every morning trade I will be able to make money. There are days wherein I have got stuck in the morning trade, made huge losses, and then used to fight with the market to recover it. So not necessary, even like in the best of traders will be able to make money in the morning trades every day. No, I'm telling you, that's not going to be a possibility. You needed to understand that. If you're not understanding that, if you are a small player, I told very clearly, small players stay away from the morning trade. If you're a 1 lot player, 2 lot player, you needed to stay away. Because how many of them would be able to handle this kind of volatility, 200 points in the opening minutes itself? No way. Not many traders would be equipped to do that. That's the reason I'm telling you. Always, when you're going for the morning trade, always go for deep in the money. Okay, never ever go for at the money or OTM. That's very, very important if you're trying to think about morning trades. Many people think that no, I will be getting a lot of moves in the OTM strikes and then I'll take a trade. No, OTM strikes are a strict avoid for me in the morning trades, especially considering the premium erosion. Once it happens, you will never be able to see that price again on that particular strike. Never do that. So buying range, if the market is opening at 39,200 and if I am looking at 38,800, 500 points, I will give maybe like a 30 or 40 or 50 point premium based on which I'm trading. If it is going to be on Monday or Tuesday, I would be giving at least 60 points. Other days, I would give it another 20, 30 points. On a day like today, probably like an at the money and in the money, you would hardly have like a 15, 20 rupee premium deep in the money. That's a way we will need it to. Yes, we will be like in guys, next week when we are having the mentoring program, we will be discussing on how to choose the strikes, how to choose the like and how what are the data which I needed to look at EOD, what are the data which we needed to look at the morning, and how we needed to like and determine ourselves how we needed to take a trade for the opening bell, and in case if we wanted to proceed through the day, what are the things which we needed to do. So all those things which we will be doing it. Yes, we will be having a session on the trending OI, how the OI pulse works, what are the things which we needed to see it in the OI pulse. Next week is going to be the key one. So next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we have this. Next week, we have the session on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We will be covering in that. So in the following week, we might do the session on the NIST, and also we'll try to do some case studies. And in the following week, we will do remaining portions of it. Guys, the mentoring program is different from what you guys are looking. This is the OI Pulse complimentary session. Mentoring program is totally a different module. Currently, the 7th mentoring is going on. The 8th program, we might be planning it in April or May. We will let you all know in the group. Guys, make use of the data which is available, the user manual available, the videos which we have posted in the YouTube channel. Please make use of it. Okay, so looking at the current trend now, the trending OI slowly but surely not favoring the bulls, but they have not given up yet. Why I say that? Currently, it is like in 1.3 crore on the bank nifty on the call side, 87 lakhs on the put side. I would love to see this 1.3 going towards 1.5, 1.8, and this 87 going towards 50. Unless and until that happens, still the bulls will feel I can make these guys cover their position and repent them. Okay, that is something which is a possibility. Now already you can see the Bank Nifty making a move towards the highs now again. So it is clearly going to be a day wherein it is going to be trapping the people who feels that no, I have like I'm taken a put position and I will hold for the day. By this time, their stop losses of like in 20, 30 or 40% would have got completely wiped out. Glad I was helping you to tell you that don't try to be there on the put side, especially on the Bank Nifty. Thanks, guys. Thank you all so much. Guys, we'll observe for another few more minutes and then we'll go for a break. And after the break, we will see how these guys are going to be doing it. And then we will take a call from there. Looks like every move on the upside and downside, they are just literally trapping him. So they are now back again to the morning VWAP levels. This is yesterday's VWAP, the morning VWAP. They went below, they went higher. Now they are trading literally at the VWAP zone. So Arvind, let me ask you a question. Is this an usual trend on expiry days? If you are seeing the usual trend, then like everybody would be able to decode it and make money, right? Things change every week. Okay, things change according to the nature of the market and everything. So that's where the data gives you the clues. So what was the reason for me to become like in bullish? The data on the OI expiry strategy, which we analyzed, was clearly giving me that clue. Right, Shiva, like, and these guys have taken aggressive positions on the put side. If I were a rider, if I would have taken so much of position, I would not be in a hurry to like allow the market to fall. Okay, that's exactly the game plan that they have done. So that's a reason watching all this data, what we have provided to you, decoding them is going to be very much a necessity. So look at this is the data which I told you, right? 38,000, 39,000. Look at this. Why I said 39,000 is going to be a tough one to crack, because they have created they've covered their position. They needed to create some fresh position. That's not going to be happening only in the opening minute. It will happen through the day. Now, you guys tell me, what is that which you are seeing now? Yesterday, they were able to pull down the price to 20 lakh. Now it is at 40 lakh. Okay. Are they riding it or are they buying it? They are taking it more and more lower now. Okay, so this is clearly suggesting 39,000 is going to be the base. The writers on this scenario, they have been like in creating aggressive position and they are trying to defend whatever that is there. But one good thing for them is they don't want to take this 48 to 0 now itself. They wanted to lure more people, lure like in more buyers to come and buy that. Why they needed to buy it? Only then they can sell the product and buy it back at a lower price at the end of the day. So that's the intention. And at the same time, here, what they're saying, if you'd have bought it yesterday, we have given you an opportunity to exit at the higher level. If you have not exited, we are not going to. So, Boris, we got one opportunity in the morning. When it went lower, we immediately jumped on it because these buyers would have needed an exit and they gave it. Along with them, we also got an exit. Now, staying light, waiting for the next opportunity, whether either on the put side or on the call side. So whoever has brought in more money, they will be giving us a clarity today. That's a reason trending OI for intraday is going to be very important now. So as of now, both call and put OI is increasing. But call OI is increasing drastically. That's a reason the sentiment is going more and more negative. So I would love to see whether this OI is going to be increasing and this OI is going to be coming down. Then I'll be getting a real trend to be emerging. Till that time, happy to be like and staying light. There is no point in participating in this kind of moves. You will lose your capital. Avoid it completely. Okay, guys. Okay, on that note, let's take a break and we can come back and have a fresh look at the market later. So have your breakfast and everything. So we will start our session by 10:50. Okay, guys. Thank you. So team, looks like all the dips till the level of like in 39 250 odd zones. So my level in the morning, which I was mentioning to you, it is getting protected, and then they are just moving it higher and higher. Let's see whether the bulls will be able to turn the table around. When I say table around, you can clearly see in the last few minutes, like in the last 30 minutes at least, the bulls are not adding any positions on the downside, and instead the OI is just constantly being there. But on the other hand, the put OI is slowly but steadily increasing. The call OI is stagnant. The put OI is slowly increasing. What I would love to see now is call OI going down drastically, put OI increasing drastically. This is what is going to be giving me a comfort that yes, the mood is changing. Guys, this is purely based on like in the level at which yesterday couple of times the market came, took the support, and then like in moving it higher. The VWAP somewhere around 39 to 50, but the overall texture, given whatever the moves, I was just giving like another 20-30 points so that it takes the support at that level and then moves higher. So 39 250 is going to be an interesting proposition now. And now the PSR has given you like a buy signal, but we would love to see move happening. And I want the move to be above this 39,400 with the volume. In case if the trend is changing, we will get to see that happening above that level. Okay, so we will see that whether it is able to move it higher. Okay, since I'm constantly coughing, and that's the reason I'm not keeping the mic closer to me. So please understand. Okay, so now slowly but steadily, the bulls are gaining some momentum. Will they be able to close it above the super trend and the VWAP with the volume? Otherwise, it's going to be a day wherein you will see the writing is going to be happening on both sides of the wicket. Why this 39,400? So people who are wondering why the 39,400, in the past, it would have taken some kind of a resistance somewhere around that zone, and then like in the market would have moved higher and so on. So if you look at this on a daily time frame, the 39,400 odd zone, look at this. These are the areas wherein in the past, wherein the market would have taken some kind of a support and then like moved it higher and then came back. This would have been based on the past experience, nothing to do with the current reason one. So reason one currently, I would consider for today, the 39,250 is going to be the most crucial one, and 39,000. Even on daily chart, the 39,000 is going to be giving some kind of a support, because somewhere around this zone, we started to see the sell-off happening last time. No, I wouldn't be just going by only the super trend alone. The reason is this, again, they can come and test the super trend. Because currently the overall texture of the market is bearish, especially the bank nifty. We need the change in direction. When can happen? When it happens with the volume. That's a reason we need all the parameters to be aligning together for us to get a confident move about to take a trade on the upside. At this juncture, it is, though it is giving you like all the right reasons, but I would still avoid it. Don't take any aggressive trades at this juncture. I wanted to see the move happening above the 39,400 odd mark with the volume for us to get some kind of a comfort to chase it on the upside. Otherwise, don't even bother. So what do we understand when the price moves? This is like a purely a play wherein the writers are wanting to keep it at a particular level and try to write both call and the put at the maximum. Imagine if the move is going to be happening pretty fast. Do you think the writers will have an advantage? No, because they will not be able to sell a product keeping it at a particular price. Then either they needed to sell it at a higher price or sell it at a lower price. But keeping it at a particular level, that gives them a lot of comfort to write the price at the price that they wanted to write it maximum time. That's exactly that they are trying to do it now. So we needed to see how long they are going to be keeping it at this level. And moreover, one other thing which is happening, right? What did I say yesterday regarding VWAP and the super trend? This looks to be more of a no trade zone now. Either they needed to break this VWAP and then go higher, or they needed to break the super trend and go lower, breaking this line so that you get a trend. Otherwise, if it is going to be within like in a 40-50 point range, you are going to be just seeing only a premium erosion move with, if you're a scalper, you will be able to get like in 10-20 points. That's something which you can think about it. So many who wanted to know whether who wanted to do the straddle. Look at this particular strike actually. Somewhere around like in 39,000, they will be like in trying to do it. 39,200 is the current level, but I would be little bullish on market today compared to what you're seeing now. The pure reason is overall texture has been like in completely bullish. What they are trying to do is they are trying to trap the people who would have entered late yesterday and the day before yesterday and so on. And moreover, they don't want to take everybody to the finishing line. And they need some shots in the system for them to get an exit also when they wanted to take the market higher. Imagine if they allow the shots to come into the system today. All of a sudden, if they're going to be doing 1,000 crore buying, you will see the shots getting trapped big time. And then the shots will cover their position. And that is what is going to be giving an exit to the people who are buying it at the lower level. So the game plan must be something similar to that. Let's see whether they are going to be implementing that game plan in the second half. Unless and until the Dow falls big, don't expect a major crash to be happening in our market. So the big OI data will give you a clue where exactly the movement is going to be taking place. As of now, what are you trying to see? You are getting like in a lot of long unwinding, which is clearly suggesting the upside is also getting capped. There is some short buildup happening on the put side, which is suggesting these guys, though they wanted to take it higher, buyers are like booking their profit on the long side. Sellers are accumulating their positions here. That means we can expect the market to be trading in this range of 39, 200, 300, and so on. But interesting thing is there is a short buildup which is coming in the money as well, which is what is going to be making me interesting. That means Bank Nifty, which is currently trading at 39,200, someone is writing 39,500, suggesting that they are expecting some kind of an upward journey. Imagine if you are writing in the money, that means you are expecting some kind of an upward journey. Without that, you won't be like in taking that position, right? There is something which is cooking for this market to make a move on the upside. But will they be able to move it? To move that, we need to see the volume. If the volume is not coming in, there is no point in we going and chasing it, because the writers will be enjoying whatever that they are getting it as at this juncture. So now, for the first time, they are taking it above the VWAP as well. But the volume factor is absolutely the one which is a missing factor for me. What can happen when the market moves without volume? you will be able to easily manipulate. When I say manipulate, you can, all it will require is just like in a 100 or 200 crores, pull down another like in 100, 200 points. That is going to be a possibility in this market. And look at this. This is absolutely pathetic volume. This is artificially done to inflate the prices on either side. So what is the Bank Nifty now suggesting? It is giving you a quick scalp on the call side now. So this is like a good news for me. People like me who wanted to looking for a small window of opportunity, we can think about that. So I'm going to be taking a small trade. Just for the signal purpose. Okay, so we have around 375 quantities. I wanted to go for 500 quantities. And the level for the stop loss would be 39,290. In case if there is going to be a fall, I will exit it at this level. This is a quick scalp. But once it is above my buy price, I needed to trail it as well. I'm just adding to 800 quantities, which I wanted to do it. Let's see whether we are able to get it or if it is going to be moving it higher. If it is moving higher pretty fast, then trail it, get an exit, move on to the next trade. I just wanted to add at 470 levels. Come on, some more. Are we getting it? Okay, so we got close to 800 quantities at an average at around 478 now. It is coming closer, but it is not able to breach it. So as long as they are not able to breach that level, I will continue to hold my position. So the stop loss for this trade would be in case if they go and touch the 39,290, that will be my stop loss for this trade. Again, remember, I'm playing deep in the money. So that whatever the premium moves over there, imagine if there is a 50 or 100 point move, we will able to easily capture at least 30, 40 points out of that and then get an exit as well. Even if there is a fall, I can expect 40, 50 points and then get an exit as well. That should be the game of action. So this is a quick scalp, guys. So watch out for that. Any move, if it moves above in 485, let's start to trail it pretty quick. I just wanted to see whether it is able to cross that 485 mark. We have given up some 400 quantities on that one. Another 475 is left. I can use this profit to slow it down to keep it at 472 at my cost now. In case if it moves towards 490, then keep it at 485 and then keep trailing it. But the premiums are not moving much, right? So we needed to be really, really careful on a day like this. It can quickly move away 10, 20 points, move away 10, 20 points down, and then it can trigger your stop losses. Hardly anything. This is what will be the problem in case if the market is moving without any volumes. But these are like in a nice small scalping opportunities to make like in 0.5% returns and so on, right? That's what we needed to be looking at. So again, it is coming back to the cost. It went all the way to like in 485, 489, and so on. Now it is again back to the cost levels now. So good thing is we have given up some quantities and holding the remaining ones. Now, if you wanted to protect whatever the profits which you got, we can square off our positions at 480. But if not, if you think that no, there is going to be another round of an up move, we can hold it with our initial levels. But the problem here is these are quick scalps. So next 2-3 candles is what maximum we can continue to hold it. If the move is not happening before that, then probably yes, we may get an opportunity where the market can move in the opposite direction also. And if there is going to be an opportunity now, what I will do is I will just wait to see if they are going near to the super trend. In case if they're coming here, probably a 40-50 point fall, then I will try to take some averaging here and see whether they are immediately breaking this level. If not, this will act as a support for me. And then like, and again, if there is a quick move, get that 4K, 5K, get an exit, move out of the trade. This time, in case if they cross the 480 mark, we will try to trail it. Scalping is all about the momentum, right? If the momentum is not picking up, then there is no point in you holding it. Always chase the momentum. And if the momentum is not giving you the result, get a decent profit or exit with a small stop loss or like in whatever the loss, and then wait for the next one. I think it's going to be like in a writer's paradise. As a buyer, if you're making even like in a small profits, then you should be considering really happy with that. Let's see whether they are going to be moving to this level or are they going to be moving it one candle higher. I think they are slowly making sure they just wanted to go lower. So I will wait till this level to take in position now. And then here I will average it. We will wait till 39,316 and 39,300 to take some positions. So by the time it will come to 440 levels, 440 to 430 levels, because I'm looking for a 40-point fall, right? So at least like in 20 to 30 points fall on this one. Even if like if you're like waiting for a few more minutes, look at the way the premiums are crashing. That's the problem with this market now. Though they give you the opportunity, but they quickly like can take it away as well. This quick scalp is like an signal which we are generating based on certain parameters getting fulfilled. When we feel that there is going to be like a move which is going to be happening in the next 2-3 candles, that's when the quick scalp signals will be getting generated. And it has to happen in the next at least like in 3 to 6 minutes. If it is not happening, then time for us to be taking a light position. As it is coming near to the WMA, I'm trying to take some positions, okay, so that my average from 470 can come down to 450 or 460, and then we will be able to get a quick exit once it moves higher. But always remember, try to take more position when it is coming near to the support zone. More importantly, it is near to the stop loss. Even if things goes bad, I can immediately exit it. If I would have been averaging my position, my loss here would be big. If I'm taking it here, my loss would be minimal. The reason is the support level is also pretty close by. So why I use 3 minutes more than the 5 minutes? Three minutes is where the like an action will be happening. 5 minutes, yes, it will be like in a little delayed, but 3 minutes will be giving me like an all the comfort it requires for me to make a decision, get an entry, exit, everything. But 1 minute will be too fast for a scalping. There are traders who do it on 1 minute as well, but I prefer 3 minutes, which has been suiting to me, and I will stick to that. So it is coming near to that zone. Almost WMA is coming there. I can go up to like in 2000 quantity on this one, but I'm just going to be waiting and watching till this level to see whether they're going to be breaking it or not. So WMA, it is not acting as a major support. So in this scenario, we'll take like in a one more positions here as it is coming closer and closer. 440. So now our average stands at 458. Okay, we have around 1225 quantities. Now, for some reasons, in case if they're quickly going higher, what I will do is cost near to the cost, we can reduce some quantity. Okay, because we bought some quantity at the lower level. When it is coming to the cost, we can always reduce some quantity and retain the remaining ones in case if the rally is moving higher or anything. That's the way I will be able to cut down my position, and also I can buy it at a later time in case if I wanted to buy it again. Now we have given up some 400 quantities at the range of like in 455. The reason is the average is somewhere around 458. Okay, in case if they're able to move it quickly towards like in 460, 470, then we will be like in making use of the remaining quantities to make our profits. And in the meantime, in case if it falls again near to the support zone, I will have some cushion to buy it more again. That's the game plan. So cancel that. Currently, we have around 950 quantities with an average at 458.93. So initially, when we started, our BEP was somewhere around 480. Now we have brought it down to 458, and we have around 950 quantities now. All I need is just one large bush, and then we can get 20, 30 points and then get the trade done. Guys, the most important thing as a scalper is you needed to be preparing yourself for all eventualities. When you're getting into trade, where exactly you wanted to average, where exactly you wanted to get an exit. If you're planning your trades in such a manner, then you will definitely be able to plan it accordingly. You know how much is your capital left in your account, how much is the capital that you need to deploy, how much is the quantity which you wanted to go for, till which level you wanted to go for. All of those things which you needed to be taking a quick scalp decisions. All these things should be like in going in your mind, thinking, okay, this is what the plan is, this is where the market is trading, this is what I wanted to be preparing myself, this is where I needed to get an exit. Everything should be going in your mind. Now, if it crosses the 460 mark quickly, I wanted to trail it. 400 quantities there. Keep it ready. In case if it goes higher, we will be ready to place it. In case if it goes lower, we will ready to change our trailing stop loss and keep our stop losses. The most important thing is do not panic. You are preparing your trade, either side it can go. So you know this is the risk which you wanted to take it. Any event, like say for example, there are certain things which is not going to be in your control for some reason. If the trading app goes down now, whatever the money which is being put in the trade, it is gone. Why? Because you do not know whether when the trading terminal is going to be available to you. Imagine the whole day you're not able to log in at all. Then if the expiry is going to be below that level, you will see that the entire money what you have allocated to this trade is going to be going zero. So when you are entering into a trade itself, you needed to prepare yourself, tell yourself, okay, I've entered this trade thinking that this money is not going to be mine. But once it is above your buy price, it's always important for you to trail it so that you will have a control on that particular trade. So that your capital is protected, you are getting an opportunity to trail it, and why to lose it? Absolutely no premium, right? The other day, what we saw in every tick, we saw like in 30, 40, 50 rupee premium moves happening. Today, between like in 450 to 460 for the past 10, 15 minutes, it's struggling between 440 to 450 levels, which is clearly suggesting the writers are keeping it at a particular level. They just wanted to keep enjoying the premiums as much as possible. They don't want to give it to easy money to any buyers. They just feel if you guys wanted to earn it, earn the hard way. They're showing you that. And keep a close tab, because more it is coming closer and closer to the super trend. I wanted these guys to take a support and then make a quick move in case if they are making and planning a bullish move on the upside. So a couple of times the WMA gave you the support. Now they might just go for the level below the WMA. Okay, so they are coming near to the super trend. They are breaking it as well, pretty fast-paced manner. So almost we have around 950 quantities. What I'm going to be doing is, as it is coming near to the support territory, I'm just taking more. Okay, because this is the area wherein I need to be aggressive. In case if they are breaking it here, I can exit my position as well. I'll just wait for it to see whether the volume is like, and the fall is happening with the volume. If they are making the fall with the volume, then you have no other choice. Exit the trade, book the loss, and move on to the next one. That's a one-day way you will be able to make money. Now that we have taken some positions, I think we have around 1,600 with an average at 447. The final level for me to keep my like a stop loss is somewhere around 400 odd range. Considering it is currently at 420, I'm just going to be giving another 20 rupees more below this level to my advantage and then keep it holding. 400 will be my stop loss. Are they breaking the super trend? If they're going to be breaking the super trend, then it is not going to be an ideally good situation, because followed by the super trend break, you can expect the market to again move lower. So now time for me to keep my stop loss ready. As it is going lower, it is almost coming to my level. So I placed my stop loss and kept it ready now, at least for the 1,000 quantities. We have around 1,650. They are not able to break the super trend. As long as they are not able to break it, then that will be good for the next 14, 15 seconds. So that the bulls will have some kind of a control in case if they wanted to take it higher. If they lose it, again, we may end up seeing the market going lower. Already it has broken the super trend, like in the stop loss level. I'm just playing for additional 10-15 points, nothing else. So they have broken that level. I'm just going to be increasing the bar, considering the stop loss is also like an already like an triggered there. Why to lose some more money? We can always use that money later, right? Somewhere else. Because already the stop loss lever is getting triggered here. Taking a small bit of a risk with another 10 more points to see whether it is good. It is going to be a stop loss stop loss move. So watch out whether they are going to be taking that level out and then taking it higher, or whether they wanted to just go take it lower and lower from that level. So usually when the stop loss is like a not getting triggered, okay, so we kept like in 20-30 points below that level, right? So now look at this. So we are back again at like in a 420, 480, like in a 430 odd zones. What we can do is we can cut down our position in case if it goes above that 435 mark. Okay, so what I will do, I'll try to think about 430 to 433. Once they quickly move above, to give me a comfort that yes, I'm going to be taking it higher. If not, I needed to be looking at other options as well. So considering 410 to 420 range is successfully defended, I'm just like in moving my trailing stop loss to 416 to 420 now. Once this one crosses the 435 mark, then we will bring it down to 430 levels. So we have kept it at 435 to 440 range, and that got triggered. So now our losses have literally come down to a great extent. Almost from 40K, it has come down to 17K. Now my average is only 453. Earlier it was at 447. You needed to keep looking at all these things. Your mind has to be processing all of these data now. So I'm just trailing my stop loss to 415 to 417, considering there has been some kind of a bounce. I would love to see what they are going to be doing again now here. So is it going to be a stop loss move, or is it going to be like a move on the upside? Let's wait to watch. In case if it goes to 450 odd zones, we will give up another 500 more quantities and then retain the remaining 500 to see whether they are able to go back to that 480 mark or not. Adding and cutting down of positions is also like a serious skill, which I wanted you guys to look at it. Even when you're having like in 20 to 30% of your capital, you can play with small quantities like and cut down your loss. But the bigger problem is what you do is when you're averaging, you would try to retain your entire quantity for the whole day, and then you pray that everything goes in your favor. When they know that you're going to be like in seeing a seesaw battle day, you can always take a trade on either side of the wicket and then like and keep averaging your positions here and there, get an exit, bring down the BEP, keep bringing the BEP closer and closer to the buy price, price at which it is trading, and then you can take a position. Now it is coming back to that zone. So it looks like it is going to be a day wherein they're just going to be playing around with your stop losses as an option buyer. It's absolutely fine. But most important thing, once you make profits, okay, you can always take a risk using the profits. Keep thinking that, okay, even if I'm losing, I should be losing only my profits today. Then that way you will be able to protect your capital and your previous day profit. That should be your mind, which is going to be like, and subconsciously you should be keep thinking about that. Guys, I will definitely show after this trade. Yeah, some of you wanted to see how I have done it and what are the things which we have done and how we are able to average it and so on. But even now, we do not know whether this trade is going to be going in our favor or against. But I know all the probabilities which we are playing, and I'm ready to say, for example, even if the trade goes against me, okay, currently we will be sitting on a loss of close to another 10K, right? So we might be sitting on a loss of 22 to 23K. So that plan already I'm preparing it. Now it is almost getting into the stop loss trigger level. Is it going to be doing it? It is coming closer and closer, and it is a gap by which I see it. So I'm just going to be protecting that gap. Why I say that? Look at that. There is a minor gap which has been happening between this and this candle. So I just wanted to protect that gap because sometimes this can be the deceiving candle to trigger the stop losses. That's exactly they are doing it. And more they are trying to come towards a day's low, which is suggesting me that every higher level, the bulls are like and trying to book their profits. When you know that you can afford to take like in a 20, 30K risk, try to do that. It's based on your capital again. Okay, it's based on your capital again. Okay, so we got a signal. Where exactly the signals are coming in? It is on the sell side on the Nifty now. Interesting. So now I needed to be really careful with my trade on the call side because Nifty is giving you a sell signal. That means it needed some kind of a momentum on the downside to take it out. And it has taken our stop losses. Okay, it's absolutely fine. So 28 is our loss at this juncture. Don't be in a hurry now. This candle high, watch out for this. Look at this candle high. Where is the details here? I don't see that. Okay, sorry. So 39,300 is the low, and this one 39,300. Wow, it has perfectly hit that stop. Okay. Wow, that is amazing. They just hit that number and then came lower. Perfect. So the open and low is also like and taken out. All the orders would have got filled. So why are we on the buy side though the data is bearish? Purely because of the quick scalp we went in that and then we got ourselves stuck. But again, positional trade is still looking bullish for me. Intraday trade, yes, the things are little on either side, but we will watch out. Now it is going to be very, very important. Now look at this. Okay, someone who wanted to look at that. So we placed our trailing stop loss at 406 to 408. They fill the gap there and they just like in filled your like in stop losses, then they are again back to 420 odd zones. Now what many traders would try to do is go again to like and buy it unless and until we get to see a strong momentum happening. Let's not do it. So where exactly our trade started? Our trade started somewhere around 1059 at 490. Based on that, we averaged it till to 466. We got some position exited at 483. We waited for like in 490 to cross, but it didn't. Instead, it started to fall again. It came to 455, 450 to 445. Again, we gave up some quantity at 455, retained the remaining ones. Once again, it went, our average was 445 something. Once it went to like in 435, 4 to 440, we exited some positions at like in 625 at 435, 436, retained the remaining quantity with an average at 455. But unfortunately, it didn't. Now, it hit our stop losses a couple of times. Now they are trying to make it higher. Again, the price is going towards 430 odd mark. So now, should I go and take a trade here? Don't do that. It can go on either side. Now you will get a better opportunity. What is a better opportunity? Either a two candle theory forming on the downside or on the upside. Then we will go and take a trade. It was a quick scalp and it gave an exit also. It was me who made the mistake of like holding it, right? So if in case if I was like thinking about another 5 more points and it can cross easily like 490, we could have got another 1,000, 2,000 more. In fact, as a quick scalp, that gave an entry and exit opportunity also. It is us who would not have listened to it, who would have stuck with that. So where exactly now the next trade is going to be? Let's wait and watch. So in this trade, the loss is currently 47K. In case if we have been say for example, keeping without an open stop loss and nothing, it could have gone to 60, 70 also. Sometimes playing with the stop loss will give you an hedge so that my stop loss, the loss can be limited. For the next trade, I will have some capital to go and again take a trade again. So even if I wanted to deploy my 20% of my capital in the next trade, once the momentum is there, that I can do it. But going and deploying, holding it, sometimes when the trade is going completely against you, that's going to completely screw it up. Now look at it. It is almost coming to the cost. So what is that? Looks like it was more to do with our trailing whatever the, in fact, I moved the price from 415 to 410 to 406. It triggered all the way down, came there, and then moving again to 440, 443, where our cost would have been there, and we could have exited in a no loss, no gain. But this is what is going to be very important. Now, what they have done now, they've completely trapped you, made you to exit, but that is a way as an option buyer, you needed to be prepare yourself. Now, almost in the arena wherein it is going above that 460 mark. This is exactly I was expecting it. We were revising the stop loss and other things, but we were 3 or 4 minute delayed. It's okay. Now the Nifty, no point in taking an entry there, right? At this juncture, we are focusing more on the Bank Nifty. I'm expecting the Bank Nifty to be a lot more bullish. And I wanted to see whether they are again breaking the super trend now. In case if these guys are breaking it, get ready for some kind of an up move. And most important thing, we will be